What if nobody notices you? What if you are not failing? What if you are just early? Stay with me because by the end of this video, I think you will understand why some of the most valuable people in society spend years being ignored. You see, I've been there before, working hard, showing up, doing the right thing, trying to create value, trying to help people, trying to build something meaningful. And yet, nothing seemed to move. No applauds, no recognition, no opportunities, no results that matches the effort. And if I am being honest, there were moments when I became frustrated. Moments when I started questioning everything. Moments when I looked around and wondered, what am I doing wrong? Because whilst I was trying to do things the right way, other people seemed to be moving faster, getting attention faster, making money faster, growing faster. And that's when the comparison begins. You start looking at their path. You start measuring your progress against their results. You start wondering whether patience is just another word for being left behind. And that's a dangerous place to be because frustration has a voice, and that voice is always offering shortcuts. Follow the trend. Do what everybody else is doing. Cut corners. Take the easiest route. Forget your standards. And for a moment, it sounds reasonable because when you have been invincible for a long time, visibility starts to feel more important than value. But here's what I have come to understand. Most things that benefit society are ignored at the beginning. Think about that. The seed spends a long time on the ground before everyone sees a tree. The foundation is built long before people admire the building. The author writes long before readers discover the book. The entrepreneur struggles long before people call them successful. The process is almost always hidden before it becomes visible. And maybe that's the point, because life has a strange way of testing commitment, not when everyone is watching, when nobody is, not when the rewards arrive, when they haven't arrived yet. You see, everybody can stay motivated when results are immediate. The real challenge is remaining faithful when progress is invincible. When you are working and nobody notices you, learning and nobody notices you, improving and nobody notices you, growing and nobody notices you. Because in those moments, you are forced to answer a difficult question. Am I doing this for recognition or because I believe in it? And that question changes everything. I've noticed something interesting. The people who create lasting impact often spend years in the shadows. Not because they lack talent, not because they lack value, but because substance usually grows slower than hype. And hype is loud. Substance is quiet. Hype gets attention quickly. Substance earns trust slowly. Hype burns faster. Substance lasts. And life eventually reveals the difference. You see, there is a season for planting, a season for growing, and a season for harvesting. The problem is that most people quit during the growing season because it doesn't look impressive. But growth was never designed to impress. It was designed to prepare. Now let's return to the question I asked at the beginning. What if you are not failing? What if you are just early? What if the reason nobody notices you today is because life is still building the rules required to support what's coming tomorrow? And here's the question I want to leave you with. If you knew that your efforts would eventually be worth it, if you knew the journey would lead somewhere meaningful, would you still have the patience to remain faithful whilst nobody else is watching? Think carefully before you answer, because the answer may determine whether you stop or whether you hold on just a little bit longer. Share this with someone who feels overlooked, because sometimes the people standing in the shadows are not being forgotten. They are being prepared. And one day, preparation has a way of introducing itself to the world.